Hello dear soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Welcome. If you're already subscribers, thank you for always tuning in, and if you're just joining me, you're welcome. Please do well to subscribe to my channel and turn your notification bell on so as to get notified each time I upload new videos. And again, please always support me by liking and commenting on my videos. So yeah, this is the lovely Bubu gown as you can see on the screen. I will be making tutorial on this Bubu gown today. So guys, if you want to learn it, stay with me from the beginning to the end so you can get a better understanding of how you can make this for yourself and your clients. So now this is the fabric I'll be using, which is Ankara fabric. So I'll be taking shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. So you take 3 inches for the neck and you take other 5 inches for the shoulder to shoulder, which is 8 inches. So now after doing that, I'll take my sleeve measurement. You can see how I took it from that 8 inches. I'll take it to the end of the folded material I'm having here. So whatever it gives me, because I'm using the whole of the fabric for the sleeve part. So now, and remember this is on fold, I'll be taking the back for 1 inches down, and again I'll be taking the front for 4 inches. So now I'll connect the back from the depth of the back to the width of the back. Now after doing this, I will add extra half an inch for sewing allowance, which will make it 3.5 inches. So remember, after sewing this, you will be left with 4 inches wide. So I don't want it to be too wide. So now I'll be connecting the front neck depth now from the neck width. So I'll be using V shape. Remember the style we are cutting, so I'm just using this as a guide before cutting the main neckline. So now I'll take it down to my chest line, and there I'll measure 10 inches, which is my client's measurement for the bust. So I'll be adding extra 4 inches. You can add as much as you like, but I will be adding just 4 inches because I don't want it to be too boogie. My client doesn't want anything too big because she's an old woman, So now I'll be connecting this now. I'll be connecting it from the folded area downwards, which is 10 inches, and this is together with the sewing allowance. So now I'll connect it down to that chest line. As you can see me doing, I will connect it with my pattern master, then I will curve it like so. So after covering it this way, that's the shape for the sleeve part. So now the 14 inches, I just make sure I will go down again to the end of the fabric, which is the gown I'm making. The whole length of it, I will measure 14 inches there again, and so I'll roll it now, connecting it together with the chest, which is the bust line. So I'll connect it straight as you can see me doing here. So now after connecting this, I'll take my my scissors and then I'll cut this out now. After doing that, the next thing I'll be doing is shaping the front line, which is the design of this Bubu. So now I'll connect it from that side down to this other side. You know, the v-neck is just for guide. Then I'll connect it from this place downwards. I'll be using like 6 to 7 inches, but from the side there you have to connect it to meet up with that line I just did right now. So now I'll be connecting it now from the width, from the side width of the neckline downwards. So I'll be using 8 to 9 inches. So I'll just make 9 inches. I'll outline it. You can see from the other side, I'm working on the left side of the Bubu now, which is going to be for the style, for the design I'm making. So now I'll also be bringing this down like so, which is to form a V side shape, as you can see. So now I'll take my scissors now and then I'll cut this out following the shape I just outlined. So after doing this, you may still decide to cut more if you see that what you want is not really coming out well or properly. You need to still cut it. So I remember you are still going to be sewing it down, so just be careful on how wide you cut this, because it's going to tell after cutting it and you will not have any other thing to, to add it up. So now after doing this, now I'm just trying to, reshape it and, make sure I'm on the right point. So now watch closely as I do this. So I'll turn it now to the wrong side, but before doing that I will have to pin this down. This is the material I'll be using for the design for the front, which is crepe material. So I'll take my pin and then I'll pin this down. This now, I'll take my chalk and then I'll trace this out now on the crepe material. Remember, we are cutting this out as the neck for the design of what I am making before outlining the design itself. So this is just me tracing out the neck, the whole of the neck, round it before making out the design for the Bubu. So now after doing this, I'll take my scissors and then I'll be cutting this out. You can see how neatly this looks. So I'll turn it now to the right side now. As you can see how beautiful this looks already. So after doing that, next thing I'll be doing now is arrange it properly and then lay it well, just to shaping this design I wish to shape. So now I'll take my chalk and then I'll shape it like so, curving it to meet with the other side. I'm going to be stitching it like so, so I'm just going to curve it to meet up with that side. So I don't know if you can see this. Then after shaping it, I'll then come to the neckline. From that neckline there, I'll go in by 3 inches on both sides using my measuring tape. Now I'll cut out this down part now. As you can see me doing, after cutting this out, I'll go up to the neck area, which is the width sides of the neck. For the two sides, I'll be using 3 inches. Like I said earlier, I'll measure 3 inches now on both sides. Then I'll also be connecting it to the back side. I'm cutting this together with the fabric, so now I'll shaping this area out just to meet up with the 3 inches I just outlined. Then here now I'll shape it to meet with the 3 inches also I made on this other side. Then for the back now, I'll be measuring same 3 inches round to meet with both sides of the neck line, as you can see me doing. So just shaping it just to make sure it's well, aligned at the back area, so that when you're wearing it, it will be accurate, it will look very nice and fine. So now after shaping this, now I'll take off those pins and then I'll cut this out. So as you can see how lovely this looks after cutting it out. So now before shaping it later on, I'll remove the pin and then I'll take this out now. And then remember, for the sleeve we have this design, as you can see on the sleeve part, which is the crepe I'm going to be using for this same area. So I'll measure 3 inches. What I'll be needing for this, I'll be needing 3 inches wide and the length of the sleeve all together. So now I'll take my leftover fabric and then I'll measure 8 inches. 1 inch for sewing allowance and 3 inches for the main measurement. So now I'll roll it now. That's the length of the sleeve itself, the sleeve opening, and then I'll connect it using my pattern master, which is for the 2 sleeves. This is 8 inches in length, so I'm going to be cutting it into 2 and it will give me 4 inches at the end of the day. So this is just me trying to connect everything together. After making sure this is aligned, the next thing I'll be cutting is the pockets. You already know how I cut pockets mostly on this channel. You can watch my previous video for better understanding. So guys, this is actually me here saying thank you once more for staying with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. Subscribe. Please always help me to like my videos and comment where you're watching from. It will really help me a lot. So guys, until I see you again in the next one, bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like. Bye bye. God bless you.